Hey everybody, it's Matt James here coming at you from Northeast Florida, and my apologies. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been active on here, and I apologize for that. It's been really super busy between my what I call my day job and life and family, and also if you've been following me, you know I had that knee surgery just past 7 weeks ago, and rehabbing that and trying to get that stronger and better and get back out doing all the things that I love. So. Those are my excuses, but again, my apologies for not being a part of your life and getting the information out that many of you have gotten used to hearing from me each and every week. So today, and really as a result of something that happened yesterday, I want to talk to you guys about mindset. I know I talk about that a lot, but it is so incredibly important. And just briefly yesterday, I was told on Wednesday by my physical therapist that I could get back out on my paddleboard. So I did something I probably shouldn't have. Went out to the ocean. We had some pretty good waves yesterday, and it was kind of rough. And so I took my board out. I was super excited. The knee felt fine while I was paddling, but the very disappointing and humbling fact is that I found that in the last 2 months, since the injury through the surgery and the rehab that continues, is that I've basically lost all my balance and proprioception that are required for staying up on my board. So I had a really, really rough 20 or 30 minutes, and came back in, put my board down on the beach, kind of chunked my paddle down, and told my wife that as soon as we got home, I was putting that thing on Craigslist, and I was done because it's going to be like starting all over again. And I was a proficient surfer on my board. So I then went and watched my son and his best friend surf for about, 20 or 30 minutes, just kind of walking the beach, watching them. And then it was kind of like my pity party was over. That's just sometimes what I do. Sometimes I just get frustrated and I just have to be like, man, that's it. I'm going to quit. I'm done. But that's kind of how I am. I've had that little pity party, and then it's all about, all right, by the time we got home, there was no getting on Craigslist, taking photos and posting on my paddleboard. It was all about tomorrow. It starts, I start working on all this stuff, building that strength back up, building that balance back up, and doing all the things that I need to do. And I haven't been officially released yet. I can run on my own. I'll be doing that right after I post this video. But, I hope that in the next week, barring any other problems, I should be fully released and ready to go. But at the same time, I know that I can't go back into things 100%. But after a day like yesterday, it kind of comes down to what's your mindset. And for me, the important thing is that I have a growth mindset, and I think I've always been that way. I think I was just born that way. I didn't know what it was a long time ago, but if you've been following all of the talk and all of the stuff that's been written about this, you know that there are basically two types of mindset, and people typically fall into one of these two camps, if you will. It's the fixed mindset versus the growth mindset. And people that have a fixed mindset, they have the belief that basic qualities, abilities, and intelligence are fixed traits, that they are what they are, and there's nothing that we can do about them to try to make them better, to get stronger, to get faster, to get smarter, whatever the case may be. And these people spend a lot of time documenting these traits and these abilities as opposed to developing these traits and abilities. And they believe that talent alone, the fixed mindset believes that talent alone creates success without a lot of effort. That's the fixed mindset. Kind of, it is what it is, you are what you are, that's the deal. Whereas basically, the growth mindset is exactly the opposite. There's a belief that these basic qualities, abilities, and intelligence that we have can be developed, and with dedication and hard work, we can develop them to a greater degree. You can get faster, you can get stronger, you can get smarter, or whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you're trying to work out. Also, people with a growth mindset tend to believe that brains and talent are simply the starting point. That's where you start from. And that with a lot of hard work and dedication, again, you can grow and you can become better in whatever area it is that you're trying to work on. The growth mindset creates a love of learning, and it also creates a resilience that is absolutely essential for accomplishment. And I think that that's kind of where I'm at right now. I had my little pity party, And now I've always been kind of a growth mindset person. I always believe I read like a maniac. I'm always reading at least one book, sometimes 2 or 3 at a time on whatever it is I'm kind of interested in at the time and wanting to learn about. But I think it's that resilience. And now it's kind of like, I love paddle surfing. And it's taken me several years to get to where I'm at right now. So why would I? It's been a couple of months. I had an injury, and my injury occurred while I was paddle surfing. So without a doubt, there was some hesitation inside of me about even going back out there on my board because I got hurt in the first place doing that. And it's something that required surgery and a lot of rehab and work. But, if I don't get this knee right, I kind of feel like, man, the rest of my life is going to be dramatically changed because I'm a runner. I love the gym. I love working out and exercising. I was looking at Spartan racing and some of these other things to get into and to do. So if I don't get this knee right, wow, the whole game changes for me. So I'm working really hard to do that, and it's that as a result of me having that growth mindset. Again, I had my little pity party yesterday, but within about 30 minutes or so, I was already, that resiliency had kicked in. That's there because of my growth mindset. And I came home and started doing some research and all right, what are some additional exercises that I can do or some other things that I can do in addition and on top of what my physical therapist already has me doing. I've already studied and looked at the structure of the knee and how there was some additional news that I got when I had the surgery about having a loose Achilles. I'm sorry, not an Achilles, a loose ACL. Wrong joint there. Sorry about that, guys. Having a loose ACL and, just different things and how this is going to affect me and the kind of things that I need to look for. So, guys, the main thing I want to tell you today is having that growth mindset is so important. I have proven time and time again in my life that, as a runner, you can get faster. As an athlete in the gym, you can get stronger. Even in things that, when I started CrossFit, I was a complete and total newbie to Olympic lifts. And quite frankly, they kind of scared me a little bit. But, I learned the proper form and the proper technique, and I have just blown the lid off of all of that, constantly PRing. Of course, I started out at a very low level, so it's easy to have a lot of PRs really quickly right off the bat. So I want to encourage you guys to have that growth mindset, believe that you can do whatever it is you want to do if you just put your mind to it and have the correct mindset and believe that you can develop, that you can grow, that you can build with the right tools, with the right people in your life. It may require the correct nutrition or supplementation depending on what it is you're trying to do, or maybe even the influencers in your life, like the people that you have around you, something that I spoke about a few weeks ago. It's really, really important that you have all these things in place so that you can grow. So I encourage you guys this week to take a look at, first of all, if you haven't done it, what is your mindset? Are you fixed or are you a growth mindset? And if you find yourself being in that fixed mindset, I highly encourage you to do whatever you need to do to flip that thing over and get back into that growth mindset or get into that growth mindset if you've never been there before, and help yourself in every way possible. It'll help you in your job. It'll help you in your health, fitness, spirituality, relationships, whatever it is. The growth mindset is going to help you, and it's going to make you just so much more of a powerful person. It's absolutely unbelievable. So I haven't quit. I haven't given up. My paddleboard, I'm going to get back out on it. I'm going to do the exercises and the core work that I know that I need to do to strengthen myself to be able to get back out on that board and surf the way that I've been surfing and surf the way that I know I can surf. I'm going to get back out there and run. I'm going to train for those Spartan races and those terrain races and the other things that I'm interested in doing and just make it happen. And, having that growth mindset, if it doesn't work out, if something comes along to kind of derail me, or maybe I need to move in another direction, that's okay. Because with that growth mindset, I'm going to have things in place, or I'm going to put them in place to help me get to where I want to be. All right, guys. Again, my apologies for being absent for a couple of weeks, but I needed to get that out there today because it just hit me so hard yesterday in kind of a down moment. And I'm back up. I'm super excited. and I'm just ready and raring to go. So I hope that you guys will think about this week, and I hope that you can gain something from this little talk that we've had here. And I want to encourage all of you to go out this week, be relentless in everything you do. And part of being relentless is having that growth mindset and thinking correctly and thinking relentlessly. All right, guys, have a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye.